More than 38,000 people live in a country smaller than many cities, yet it boasts one of the highest per capita incomes in the world. No army, no airport, Liechtenstein lies nestled in the Alps between Switzerland and Austria. How did this tiny patch of land become a sovereign and independent nation? We'll find out in this video. Welcome to this new video in our series on the history of European countries, where today we delve into one of the world's richest nations. In the heart of Europe, where the Rhine Valley stretches like a natural boundary between towering mountains, and where the Alpine slopes embrace the sky in majestic silence, the story of Liechtenstein began thousands of years ago. This land was never merely a passage. It was a meeting point between the civilizations of the north and south, and a haven for humankind since ancient times. The region has been inhabited since the Stone Age, when the first hunters settled near the river, taking advantage of the fresh water and fertile surrounding lands. Over time, Celtic tribes arrived, bringing with them agricultural traditions and rudimentary social structures, and established small settlements that formed the first nucleus of settled life in the valley. These societies soon entered a new phase of their history with the expansion of the Roman Empire in the 1st century BC. At that time, the lands that constitute Liechtenstein today became part of the Roman province of Raetia. Rome connected them with a network of strategic roads, built fortresses and organized administration and taxation, leaving a clear mark on the region's cultural and linguistic fabric. With the fall of the Western Roman Empire in the 5th century AD, the order that Rome had imposed on Europe collapsed. Armies withdrew, central authority waned, and a period of profound transformation began. Germanic tribes flowed across the region, and in the 6th century the lands came under the control of the Carolingian Frankish Empire. A unified state did not emerge. Instead, the land was divided into counties and fiefdoms, and the valley became a mosaic of local loyalties, where temporal power intertwined with religious influence. Christianity spread, and the feudal system took root, one that would dominate political and social life for centuries. During the Middle Ages, the region fell under the umbrella of the Holy Roman Empire, a loose political entity encompassing hundreds of principalities and counties. The lands that would later be known as Liechtenstein were ruled by local noble families, most notably the rulers of Vaduz and Schellenberg. Castles were built on the hills overlooking the valley, and agricultural villages grew on the foothills, while the emperor remained nominally sovereign, leaving actual governance to the local nobility. Meanwhile, the Liechtenstein family rose to prominence at the imperial court. They were an extremely wealthy and influential Austrian family whose members held high positions as chancellors, princes, and political leaders. However, their influence remained limited due to the absence of a crucial element. They lacked lands directly under the emperor's control, a prerequisite for full political representation within the Holy Roman Empire. This deficiency led the family to make a fateful decision that would alter the course of the entire region's history. In 1699, Prince Johann Adam Andreas of Liechtenstein purchased the county of Schellenberg, followed by the county of Vaduz in 1712. These were not merely real estate transactions, but carefully calculated political moves. After years of negotiations, on January 23, 1719, Emperor Charles VI issued a decree merging the two estates into a single entity, officially creating the Principality of Liechtenstein, named after the royal family, which in turn took its name from the historic Liechtenstein castle. Despite formal recognition, the new principality remained subject to the influence of the Holy Roman Empire, and its princes ruled from outside its borders with little direct presence. But the dawn of the 19th century brought winds of change. With the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte, the Holy Roman Empire collapsed in 1806, and Liechtenstein joined the Confederation of the Rhine, established by Napoleon, briefly falling under French rule. However, Napoleon's defeat at the Battle of Leipzig in 1813 led to the collapse of this confederation, leaving Liechtenstein once again isolated in the heart of a turbulent Europe. In 1815, the Principality joined the German Confederation, which comprised dozens of Germanic states. At this stage, the princes sought to establish state institutions, culminating in the promulgation of the Liechtenstein Constitution in 1862, signed by Prince Johann II from abroad. However, the collapse of the German Confederation in 1866 brought the Principality to a historical crossroads. Instead of strengthening its military, Liechtenstein made a unique decision. It disbanded its small army of no more than 80 soldiers and declared complete neutrality in 1868. Liechtenstein entered the 20th century as a poor agrarian state dependent on limited resources. With the outbreak of World War I, it maintained its neutrality, despite its close ties to the Austro-Hungarian Empire. After the empire's collapse, the Principality recalibrated its political course, forging a strategic relationship with Switzerland in 1919, then signing a customs union with it in 1924, adopting the Swiss franc as its official currency, and assuming diplomatic representation with Switzerland. With the rise of Nazism and the annexation of Austria by Germany, Liechtenstein's independence seemed threatened once again. Despite pro-German sentiment within the country, the Principality once more successfully maintained its neutrality during World War II, even after a failed coup attempt. When the war ended, Liechtenstein remained an independent state, though the royal family paid a heavy price by losing its possessions in Central Europe. After the war, the Principality underwent a radical transformation. It adopted astute economic policies, fostering precision industries and financial services, and gradually became one of the world's most prosperous countries. By the end of the 20th century, Liechtenstein had joined the United Nations in 1990 and the European Economic Area in 1995. In a 2003 referendum, the people granted Prince Hans Adam II broader powers in a unique model combining constitutional monarchy and direct democracy. Today, Liechtenstein stands as an independent state without an army, but fortified by diplomacy, without a coastline, but rich in stability and prosperity. Liechtenstein's story is not one of military might or expansion, but one of patience, neutrality, and political acumen. It is a nation that survived because empires around it crumbled, and because it posed no threat to anyone, remaining a peaceful neighbour that knew when to uphold its independence and when to approach with wisdom. Thus, Liechtenstein proved that history is not shaped by size, but by decisions. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.